A week ago, I said that I did not expect that the entirety of our Stay Home, Stay Healthy measure could be lifted on May 4th. And today I'm confirming that based on the data and science, that is the case. So based on the data at our disposal, the current order of Stay Home, Stay Healthy will remain in effect. And we will have more details Friday on the phased-in approach about how we will open our economy in a safe way.
Q13's Brandy Cruz has been listening to the governor's briefing, joining us live now. Brandy, this was apparently a part one of a two-part announcement from the governor. What did you think about it?
Yeah, stay tuned, I guess. You know, he talks about extending the order but doesn't give us a date. Hopefully that date is going to come on Friday. But this was really, in a lot of ways, the governor selling the public on why they feel like this is necessary. And then they'll tell you what you're actually buying on Friday. And I know that there's going to be a lot of frustrations over that. You know, the governor has been criticized in recent days about not getting specific into the data and the metrics behind why he's making these decisions, and that's really what he did today. He went slide by slide in painstaking detail about all the things that he thinks need to be done in order to open up the economy again, and that includes opening up small businesses. And so then apparently on Friday he's going to come out and say, okay, now that I've given you the meat of the argument and that I've sold you on this, I'm going to tell you what our plan is moving forward for getting businesses back open, getting people back to work, and how long that process is going to take. And he said it was going to be a phased-in process. But really, I will say the governor was missing some details, as much detail as he did give, which was quite a bit in terms of the data and metrics that they're looking at. And I'll give you one example of when I say, Brian, that some of the detail is missing. For instance, he talked about the fact that there's 200 new diagnosed cases of COVID-19 a day, and that is just too high. But the governor didn't tell us, okay, what isn't too high? What number are you okay living with in order to start this phased-in approach to reopening the economy? And that's the kind of information that people at home really need to know so that they understand what the benchmarks are that they should be looking for.
And the criticism I'm seeing as well, Brandy, is that people can see this information on themselves, right? But as you said, today's briefing clearly about making the case to Washingtonians, trying to sell us on the reasons behind the extension. There was a lot of data, a lot of slides, as we saw. But that being said, did he make a good enough sell?
Well, certainly not for some people. Look, you already have growing frustration over this situation. I think towards the beginning, where we all saw, and you said, Brian, we can see this data for ourselves online. As we saw that curve just so steep and the number of deaths going up and the number of cases, more people were able to buy into that and say, okay, I got to stay home, even if it means financial ruin, because it's saving people's lives. But as we really enter a territory here where the numbers have been on the decline, where they, far, far off from what they were 2-3 weeks ago, the governor has to make a harder sell. He has to make a more convincing sell about why, even when the numbers look okay, the social distancing mandates have to continue. And he was missing some of that today. And certainly, it's hard for people to be expecting to get a date on the extension of the stay-home order and then for no date to be given and to say, I'll tell you what the date is in a couple days. So that part of the sell might have fallen a little bit flat.